I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather. Ladies and gentlemen, chaos broke out. And I'm not talking about legit, bona fide boxing, pure boxing chaos. I'm talking about the kind of stuff that's just embarrassing. Look at this here, please.
This is a beautiful house, my man. How many square feet is this?
A little bit over 20,000 square feet. 3 or 4 levels.
Money Mayweather, seems appropriate that you would be living in Vegas.
My mentality is always about, working smarter, not how.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has long branded himself as a symbol of boxing wealth and dominance, but recent online claims and commentary, including remarks from Stephen A. Smith, have fueled debate about whether his financial empire is as solid as it appears. Headlines referencing a supposed $42 million scandal have circulated widely, yet there has been no confirmed court judgment, federal indictment, or officially documented financial collapse, proving that Mayweather is facing financial ruin. While speculation continues to trend across media platforms, especially given his high-profile lifestyle and business ventures, the narrative of a looming downfall remains unverified without concrete legal or financial records to support it.
I know we're on television, Floyd, but I think it's necessary for me to say, damn.
Well, we on ESPN, this car costs $3.2 million. This Bugatti right here costs $1.6 million. It's close to 15 million. You're right, it's close to 15 million.
And you don't drive them.
The highest gate.
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that
The greatest of all.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has long promoted himself as one of the highest-paid athletes ever, often boasting about $100 million paydays whenever he headlines major fights.
This phrase, fake news.
Yeah.
Why is he saying that? What does that even mean? You can trust the news. There's no such thing as fake. People were dressed up as empty seats, and I mean thousands of people.
No.
I bought my mother's ticket that day. That day, my mother decides that she wants to go to the fight. So I'm in there and I'm telling the world that this place is sold out because that's what's on the screen. And it's not even close. Yeah. This isn't like, it's pretty much, there's thousands of empty seats. That was the first time that in my own life I ever just, wow, fake news is real.
Wow.
And then Mayweather, they wanted a rematch. They were begging. They were doing more media trying to get a rematch than they did leading into the first match. And the guys that wrote.
Former UFC title contender and analyst Chael Sonnen has publicly questioned the scale of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s reported 9-figure fight earnings, characterizing them as potentially exaggerated for promotional impact. However, while Sonnen's comments add fuel to ongoing debate, there is no official financial disclosure, court finding, or regulatory report proving that Mayweather fabricated his purses. In combat sports, headline earnings are often complex, combining guaranteed purses, pay-per-view shares, sponsorships, and back-end bonuses, making outside estimates difficult to independently verify.
Never puts that press release and sends it out.
What?
Never has a company that's publicly traded had an executive back those numbers.
You have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro.
While Mayweather showcased luxury watches, private planes, and alleged proof of wealth, Sonnen argues that concrete financial documentation was never publicly confirmed. There was no official network disclosure, no independent validation, only media coverage and bold claims circulating in headlines.
built this guy up. He was fighting on my undercard. He was the co-main. We helped build this guy up. And you know what Oscar De La Hoya do? You know what Mr. Loyal Oscar De La Hoya do? I'm sorry, Miss Disloyal Oscar De La Hoya do? He take him right over to HBO and cut a deal with HBO. And when he cut the deal, he got money, but I bet Canelo didn't see none. But these are the things that people don't know about in a sport of boxing.
I got paid, just not in full. Like a couple million somehow that is just missing. Where did the money go? Floyd said he could afford a Jeff Bezos-sized jet from the money he made from that fight. I ain't got a jet. Fuck, dude. I'm missing a couple mil. We're gonna find it, bro. I'll see you in court. The art is happening. Just like, mark my words. We're coming for you, Floyd. We're coming for.
This raises a tough question. Was Floyd Mayweather's wealth truly backed by solid earnings, or driven mostly by branding and promotion? With financial disputes, unpaid luxury claims, and a crypto-related lawsuit adding pressure, doubts are growing around the money image. Once seen as boxing's symbol of unstoppable wealth, cracks are now starting to show. Even Oscar de la Hoya, a former rival who often defended him, has begun acknowledging the situation as the narrative shifts.
I'm still collecting checks from fights 7 or 8 years ago. I'm still collecting checks. Why? Because I made smart moves and I'm my own boss. So they hate when a table is turned. You know, look how many years they've been owing us money. But we don't never trip. So now when the table is turned, they say, oh, you owe us something. Be happy with the biggest payday you ever got.
Coming from a veteran promoter who understands both the sport and its financial machinery, Oscar de la Hoya's remarks felt less like an attack and more like a final assessment. With an ongoing jewelry lawsuit, speculation surrounding assets, and a growing list of exhibition appearances, questions have surfaced about whether Floyd Mayweather's billion-dollar image is as secure as it once seemed. The fact that a former rival has shifted from rivalry to apparent sympathy speaks volumes on its own. Yet Mayweather has not stayed quiet. As de la Hoya voices concern publicly, Floyd is countered by revisiting their shared business history, hinting that when it comes to money and loyalty, de la Hoya's actions behind closed doors, someone who built his legacy in boxing around displaying extreme wealth. This situation goes far beyond past rivalries or business tied to Canelo. Floyd Mayweather has suggested there were recurring backroom arrangements, undisclosed payments, and quiet financial maneuvering. The very kind of practices now being echoed in legal disputes, alleged unpaid obligations, and reports of discreet asset moves. The scrutiny isn't coming only from analysts or retired champions either. Fighters from his own era, including former opponents, have begun speaking out. Logan Paul, who stepped into the ring with Mayweather, claims he is still waiting on compensation he says never arrived after their bout, and he hasn't hidden his frustration over the situation.
Is that something that you can't disclose right now?
He has not paid me in full. That is a fact.
No
Short
way.
a few mil, yeah.
Wow. Still a few mil.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Have you been in contact with him?
Nah, we're taking this for the court.
No, are you being serious? Is this like a
Do I look serious, lady?
You do. I'm just making sure. I apologize.
Really?
I'm just...
Nah, I'm fucking with you. I'm not fucking with you. Yeah, we're taking it to the court.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So,
Yeah, see you in the courtroom. Congrats, you're going to...
Everything, when everything is okay. I still got my private jets. Let me put an S on that because I got 3 of them. Still got my private jets. I still have all my beautiful homes, still have all my properties everywhere, and still making millions every month.
A legal battle involving missing millions has added yet another fracture to the money image surrounding Floyd Mayweather. What was promoted as a simple exhibition match eventually turned into a dispute over payment. Logan Paul isn't the only figure suggesting that the financial figures tied to Floyd's wealth may not fully align. When athletes find themselves pursuing compensation through legal channels, it inevitably raises a larger concern. Is the foundation of Mayweather's financial empire beginning to weaken?
You are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather. Everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match? All right, that's fine. You know, Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it. Fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is this. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about on the street or anything like that. Boxing is your thing.
Even as Logan Paul advanced his legal claim, alleging he never received the full amount owed from their exhibition bout, Floyd Mayweather chose not to remain quiet. true to form. He pushed back by shifting responsibility toward the broader business side of the deal, minimizing the controversy and treating the dispute as if it were insignificant.
Crazy, but it's happening. Yeah, 50 Cent is pretty much exposing the fact that Floyd Mayweather is having issues, but it was not 50 that started it. It was actually Business Insider.
They got Floyd here. It says Floyd Mayweather is stepping into Manhattan's multi-family ring in a big way. The retired boxer has gone into a contract to pay $420 million for a 1,000-unit affordable housing portfolio with more than 60 buildings, according to sources familiar to the deal. Josh Gotti of Black Spruce Management is the seller, and Black Spruce Magazine declined comment. It says also here that the investor partnered with Maynard Orchard on a $1.8 billion deal for 1,766 units spanning 6 rental buildings and in acquisition of the American Cooper Building, twin luxury towers in Murray Hills.
Floyd Mayweather downplayed the legal dispute, presenting it as standard business procedure, yet the circumstances surrounding it suggested something more significant. With former opponents alleging unpaid balances, jewelers pursuing legal action, and reports circulating about possible asset liquidations, the once solid image of his financial stronghold now appears to be under strain from multiple sides.